Hello and welcome to our community video. I'm here today with the Widnes Wild ice hockey team to do a couple of voluntary hours for the Ronald McDonald House in Liverpool. We're here today to do a little bit of refurbishment on a couple of the rooms and the offices to help out the organisation. So as you guys can see down here is one of the corridors within Mac House, and there's actually 64 rooms within this building and 15 family apartments that we'll go down to later. Each of the room has a set of twin beds, you'll have a wardrobe in there, and then you'll have a bathroom as well with all your basic amenities. So for people that are coming over to Alderhay Hospital, if they need somewhere to stay for that night or potentially for a week, however long their young poor child is going to be in there, they've actually got a facility where they can come by and they can sleep and they can rest for that evening.
So I think the main reason for bringing the guys here is like we really want to kind of help, and we chose Ronald McDonald House and next to Alderhay Hospital as our chosen charity for the year that we're going to support, and we're going to try and raise money for them. But we thought maybe try and do something away from the money side of things, and we really want to give back personally. And I think I sat down with the guys and I asked them if they would be willing to come down and do some renovation work. Whatever they want us to do, we'll do it. And we have a lot of labourers within the team, so guys who are good at we have a roofer, we have guys who do painting, decorating, lay carpets. We've got all sorts of skills, so it made sense for us to really use those skills and try and bring them to the house. And we had a visit just before Christmas and we had a look around and we thought, you know what, maybe we can help here. So it was more about giving back and trying not to just, we want to give them some money, and we had a good charity game there, so we raised quite a bit of money for them then. And I think if we can do something alternate to that, it really kind of shows that the team are in the community. We want to give back, and we're not just about playing hockey. The guys have really good characters, really good morals. And
have you got measuring tape, or are you just using your feet? Experience.
We're in trouble.
It's been a family kind of team all year, and I think we show that on the ice and off the ice. We always stick together, and we've really built a community.
So far, we're starting on one of the bedrooms. We've had to strip the wallpaper off, which is proven to be very challenging. Then we're going to paint the room as to the spec that we've been given. Should make it look a lot more homely. And while the room was by no means in a terrible state, it was clearly starting to show its age.
Basically, we've just been into the main office downstairs and stripped all the wallpaper back, sanded all the walls down. We're just preparing to paint now, just starting painting.
My skills are definitely helping today, because with the trade that I've got, it is a finishing trade, so it's getting my job prepared right in the first place, and then having that eye to be able to spot the fine detail. These are skills which I can really easily transfer over. So to me, this is a really worthwhile thing to do, because it's something where while I'm not particularly wealthy, the money donations would be relatively small, but yet the skills I can offer for me to take a day off work to do something like this, it's something which I feel like I can make a really worthwhile contribution.
I've come down to help today because I've been down here before and had a tour around to see what it's all about, and we do some charity work with them, and now it's come up that we can come and volunteer and help out. Just seemed like a good thing to come and do.
I always want to do a bit of volunteer work, but I never sort of get round to doing it. And then when Scott asked me to do this, I thought it was a really good opportunity to get me a bit of volunteer work in. But yeah, I always want to do something, but just never come round to doing it or think about doing it, to be honest.
My reason for volunteering today was just to help out, obviously, with this children's hospital. It's great to obviously help Widnes Wild sort of be a bit more known, so that was the main thing. And actually it's been really great to just be along with the lads, part of the team, and get to hear some stories and whatnot as we're working hard.
For me to come to Mac House today and volunteer, it's a lot in support of what Scott does. You know, that's what my position is within the week time, to do a lot of the community stuff, but it's also to kind of support the guys as well. You know, they could all be in work today and they've all taken the choice to come down here and help out a good cause, and myself and Scott, we come up with a lot of ideas and a lot of projects and that we try and implement within the local community, and every now and then somebody from our staff comes up with a very good idea to say do some charity work. So it's nice for me to come down here today and kind of see what the guys are doing. You know, even if it was just me making a cup of tea, I'm supporting them. Myself and Scott, we understand that they could be working today and they've chosen, and that means a lot to the club. I think that it really sets us apart from other teams in the way that these guys work all day, they come to training. Myself and Scott, we ask something of them, you know, can you help us out with this one day? Can you know, maybe think of some ideas for us to do some fundraising for a special cause? And they're all over that. They're, you know, it's not very often we hear the word no, and it's kind of like, yes, I'll definitely do that, and what can I then do to help? And we want to do a little bit more than what we've just been asked. Everybody's really proactive and productive, and the ideas are so creative about any kind of event that we do, and it doesn't just come from myself, you know, it comes from the guys, and it sparks little ideas, and like it snowballs. You know, we're repainting these rooms, we're providing a nice environment for these young children and their families to come and enjoy. They haven't got the best circumstances, so they have a little bit of an area where they can just relax and chill out, and if we can provide that for them as a team and as a community entity, that means a lot. I think that says quite a lot about our team and what we actually do.
Is that why you got a bin bag in it, or is it all blue in it?
So here we have Scott McKenzie, our head coach, and he is very busy cleaning. So what are you guys up to right now?
We've managed to get all the wallpaper off, and we're just finishing up the painting. So, you know, guys are working pretty hard. Greg's come from downstairs to come and help us, so yeah, we're getting there. It's just a bit of a slow process, that's all.
And what have you guys been doing all day? Just the wallpaper?
Yeah, I mean, we've done the whole bedroom really. So Chris Preston spilt a lot of paint on the carpet, but we'll try and get that off.
So I can assure you that nothing like this will happen today, but when me and my wife got our first flat together, my decorating experience was minimal. I can transfer over the skills that I have from the workplace, you know, for the fine finishing, but we were young, you know, we were still teenagers, and we had a first flat together which was above my dad's carpet shop, and we had a load of wallpaper to strip off. Well, we started stripping it and I just thought, this is taking forever. I've got better things to do. So I left the wallpaper stripper on. So I left the steamer on and hoping that the paper would just fall off, and it didn't. So I left it on for another day, and I kept putting it back and topping it up and topping it up. And well, the paper fell down, but when the ceiling fell down with it, so that brought the ceiling down in my dad's flat that we was renting. So we gave up with the steamer. But the thing is, it was still taking forever then using water. So what I did do is, where the washer was going to go, there was a quite flexible washer pipe, like a plastic washer pipe, and we was using it to fill the bucket, because that was the only accessible water we had in the flat. We was using that to fill the bucket to then wet down the walls. You know, the kitchen wasn't properly fitted then, and neither was the bathroom, so it was the only tap we had. And I was filling a bucket and then wetting the walls. And I just thought, well, why am I standing here filling a bucket and then carrying it over to the walls? Why don't I just put my finger over the hose and hose pipe the walls, right, and spray the walls down with water, and then job done. So as I was doing that, I was spraying the walls using, you know, my finger over the end of the plastic pipe. The pipe broke off. This was probably about 11 o'clock at night. We didn't know where the stop tap was because we didn't live in the flat at that point. It flooded my dad's carpet shop. I had to ring him up, and yeah, so when I first decorated my first flat, I brought down the kitchen ceiling, and then a couple of days later flooded the carpet shop underneath. So yeah, we're sticking to doing things properly today. So the dog likes hanging his head out the window when I'm driving. So I'm driving along, the window's open, and I'm looking out for the street to turn onto, and when I catch the street place name, I slam on the brakes and go to turn to the right, but the van window was open too much. I just had a breath of a shot, saw something move. As I turned around, it was already out the van, like that, spread out. And the dog was he just shot out the window. Absolutely shot out the window. So slammed on the brakes, obviously I thought I'd kill the dog and everything, which was upsetting. ran round expecting to see this little chihuahua in like a bloody road ration heap against the curb, all like, and I went round and he was just there having a pee on a lamppost, like, alright, I know you.
The kid's not well,
It's alright, Preston. Ah! What have you just done?
What were they you? Thought I fell on my head.
What was it?
Greg whacked a paintbrush in your head.
Battle scenes.
And what is this room used for?
This is for the family. So basically, if there's a family of, you know, the kid's not well, he's in hospital, and maybe they've travelled from Manchester or something. So it means that they can, you know, they can stay here. They've got somewhere they don't have to be travelling all the time.
Alright, Preston.
You know, it just gives them a bit of comfort.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
I'm here today with one of the ladies who represents the Ronald McDonald House, and she's just going to let us know a little bit more about the facilities and what services they provide here.
I'm Gillian Wilson, I'm the fundraising manager here, quite new to the post, and I've come in to help look at funding to increase our fundraising because we are a totally independent house and we need to raise £600,000 a year to supply the services to our families. We are a 69 roomed house and 15 apartments.
And what is it you actually provide for the families when they're in the care of Ronald McDonald House?
The families are referred by the ward and they then come over here to stay. They obviously have their bedroom or longer term, they have their apartments, but we also have the laundry, the washing facilities, the kitchen. The families get their keys to their room, but they also get a key to the kitchen cupboard, their fridge, their freezer. They can get some tokens at the desk for their laundry, and really we try to be a home from home.
How much does it cost on average to provide for one family per evening or per day?
£25 a night will support somebody staying in a room.
So what difference does it make when an organisation or a team like ourselves, the Widnes Wild, come in and help you guys with voluntary hours, whether it be redecorating or charity events? What difference does that make to yourselves and then to the families?
We can't manage without people like yourselves, both, as you say, in the voluntary hours, helping to redecorate, saving us massive costs when we need to do things like that, but also in the fundraising aspect. As I said before, we're relying totally on voluntary income. So part of what you're doing for us is raising the money, part of what you're doing for us is helping to refurb, but another major part that I think we mustn't forget is the awareness raising. You've raised a massive amount of awareness through the match that we had. Our Twitter account today between yourselves and us has been absolutely phenomenal. So you never underestimate the amount of awareness that you raise for us and the difference that will make.
I had explained a little bit about the Tree of Life and what that kind of entails, and just let me know a little bit about what kind of organisations help towards the running costs of this building and who goes up specifically onto that Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life was one of the first things I noticed when I came here because it's an absolutely beautiful piece of work, but it's also a lovely, lovely testament to people that have supported Mac House right through the years, really. Looking at the plaque, there's a variety ranging from people maybe who have lost a child to people who are saying thank you for them being able to stay here and then taking their children home. There are plaques there from, I've noticed, John Lewis through to construction companies, and I think in the main it's a lovely way to thank people. So if somebody can raise £1,000, we can get their name on that plaque, and Denise has hoofed it around the whole house today, putting new plaques up, and she obviously liaises with the people who want a plaque to be able to get the wording right and get it up there.
So how long has the Ronald McDonald House been established for or running for?
Beginning of the house was the 7th of May 93, so we're 23 years, and obviously ticking away to our 25th anniversary, which will come round pretty quick, really.
And how often do the families come and stay, and for what kind of length of period are they here for?
I think the criteria says that it's 3 nights or more, but from my experience, my short experience here, it's more weeks and months rather than nights. And I do know we have a few families who have been here a couple of years. We've got a family who've been here 7 years. We've got a family that have been here, I think it's 3, and another family been here 4 years. So the time scale is vast, depending on what people need. And of course, there are also a lot of families that are staying, then they go home and they're back again. And so it's not always in one long pathway.
So in terms of efficiency for the family, you save them a lot of time and a lot of money with regards to travelling, because I'm sure you have a lot of critically ill children that come from quite afar, and the difference that it makes for the families to be able to come and have a short-term base, as it were, while their child's in the hospital. Is that the kind of comments and feedback that you get from the families, the kind of work that you guys do? I'm sure again it's another big thank you, because you're providing a service whereby they can be close to that child, and for whatever reason they had to be there in short time, they're next door, and I'm sure their children appreciate that as well, that their parents are never too far away. And again, the family surrounding not just that child but the entire situation, there's a huge appreciation by having this facility next door to the hospital, and the time saving and the money saving for those families.
We have a lot of families who make donations, and we have a lot of families who will go away and do events for us. So they'll fundraise, or they'll run a marathon, or they'll put an event on and send us. And I think it's probably around 60% of our income comes from family donations in that way. And I think there is an appreciation, and whilst the brand new hospital is now a little bit further away, we're looking at 7 minutes rather than 1 minute. I think the families still appreciate the fact that no matter what that little bit of a distance is, they still couldn't be that close if they had to go home.
Yeah.
So the Kathy Stankiewicz Foundation was formed in October of last year, about a month after my mum sadly lost her life in a road traffic accident. And it was something that I was passionate about right from the start, really doing something in my mum's name, but also adding value to the community and trying to get involved with community projects that are benefiting younger people and possibly older people as well. And I just felt that with some of the stuff that Widnes Wild do within the community, that it was a good opportunity to partner up and have an immediate impact, you know, after such a short time being involved in the charity. I met Scott and yourself, and I think it was just something that just clicked with me during the meeting, and some of the things that you were saying, and sometimes it's the wording that you were saying, you know, about community value and adding value to people within the community, and giving young people locally opportunities to experience something that they might not experience elsewhere.
Since I came in April, May time, we've really wanted to the first thing we wanted to do was put a schools programme in place. I think it's important that we have grassroots, and without kids we don't have a club really. And I know it seems like everyone comes and watches the Wild senior team, but it starts with the kids, and the kids are the future of ice hockey, not only in Widnes but in Great Britain. And we have to make sure that we've got our kids into the sport, they love the sport, they enjoy the sport, and you know what, if they enjoy it, they're going to get better at it, they're going to work hard, they're going to want to be around the rink.
From the Kathy Stankiewicz point of view, we are doing local fundraising initiatives, collection tubs, you know, in local supermarkets and in the pubs and things like that, and it's more to do with raising awareness of my mum and the foundation initially. But I mean, over the last couple of months we've done really well, because we've had a lot of people support us. You know, they've been putting a hand in the pocket, and it's not been pennies and 2 pences in the tubs, it's been pounds, £2, £5 notes, even £20 notes. So we got to a point where we had a decent amount of money that was just sat there, and you know, I felt that rather than it being in the bank, I wanted to get involved and contribute to something that was already happening within the town and within the local area. And speaking to Scott, obviously Scott mentioned about the floorball project within the schools.
What we're going to do together, John has this week provided us with some floorball equipment, and you know, it goes above and beyond what we expected from him. And you know, even just having John, like the Kathy Stankiewicz Foundation as a partnership with us, it's going to raise our awareness within the local community. And
I wanted to get involved, and by giving the bits of equipment that we've been able to, I just feel that, or hopefully, that it's having even more of an impact, you know, and other people, other young children are able to get involved and enjoy what you're trying to achieve as well.
It's all about the community. It's about local people knowing about the Widnes Wild and knowing about the Kathy Stankiewicz Foundation, and that's what we want at the end of the day. We want people to you know, whether it be donate or raise awareness for the foundation, and that the kids have to get into sport, and we want them to live healthy lifestyles. And that's what we want from our club as well, is we want that community side of things, and we want people to know about the Widnes Wild, but not only that, to come watch, to get their kids involved and join the family. That is our main thing. Our slogan is, you know, wild in the community, and when we're out and about all the time, we're in the schools, we're really kind of pushing the kids. And what we wanted to do is go into the schools, deliver a 6-week floorball program, also deliver assemblies when, you know, the school was okay with it. And off the back of that, our numbers have really increased on the hockey basics. The family feel, the discipline, you know, all the skills, the life skills that are taught by playing ice hockey, you know, you struggle to get that in other sports. And I think that we really, you know, we have a good group of people, especially on our match night, especially coaching the kids. We have a lot of people, and you know, there's no kind of, there is leadership there, but it's everyone buying in together, and it's everyone knows the plan, everyone is organised, and you can't buy that, like. Right, so deal of the pucks down here. Alright, first day you're going to step out, second day get ready, we're going to go day to day. Centreman, you're just going to drop in at the middle, we're going to go to the middle guy, winger down, come back up nice and tight to the ball, we're going to hit the winger. He's going to come down for a shot, stop where he is, okay? The D who's made the pass will then collect the puck, go day to day again, come down to this winger, you're going to go to the middle, winger goes, hit this guy wide, he's going to come down and take a shot, stop there. Okay, this D will then collect, day to day again, centreman just come here, through the middle, get a shot, and then D, you both step out, go all the way down the ice. Till you get to here, stop your feet. One more day to day for a quick shot with the 3 guys in front. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go here, boys, guys.
Go, boys.